Welcome back to Beyond Black. The scriptures speak of exile, consequence, identity, and restoration. They call people not just to claim who they are, but to live in alignment with the covenant they believe in. Why isn't this truth lived out in religious circles? Amarah asked. Why such disconnect? Hypocrisy, lies, greed, and deception seems to be the order of the day. As she sits in a lush green field with the Bible, a notebook, and pen in front of her, she's in awe of creation around her. She desires to know the truth. In deep thought, she muses, I don't know why this won't leave me alone. At first, I brushed it off. What is the Beyond Black challenge? Another theory, another interpretation, another voice online trying to connect dots that may or may not belong together. I've seen enough of that, but this feels different. It's not just something I'm hearing, it's something I'm feeling. Like something ancient is knocking quiet, but persistent. I keep going back to that verse. Know for certain that your seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Genesis 15, verse 13. I've read that before. Everyone says it's about Egypt. That's what I was taught. But now I'm asking myself, was that time in Egypt the fulfillment of this verse? Scripture says 400 years of affliction and servitude. Affliction and servitude lasted at best 270 years then. I can't ignore this interesting fact. There was an acknowledgement of our history in 2019. Subtract 1619 from 2019, we're at 400 years. Coincidence? When I look at history, my history, the history of people who look like me, I can't ignore how closely it lines up with that feeling of being strangers, of being taken, of being made to serve, of being displaced. And I don't want to force it to fit. That's what scares me. I don't want to believe something just because it sounds powerful or emotional. I want it to be true. But what if it is? Then there's this. These curses shall be upon you for a sign. Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. A sign. Not hidden. Not symbolic in some distant, abstract way. A sign you can actually see. So I started reading that chapter for myself, slowly, carefully, and I won't lie, it made me uncomfortable because parts of it feels familiar. Oppression, being scattered, losing identity, struggling, no matter where you go. But then I catch myself, am I reading myself into something that was never meant for me? I go back and forth. One moment I feel like, this is it, this explains so much. The next moment I'm like, be careful, don't get carried away. And then this verse keeps echoing in my mind. Blindness in part has happened. Romans 11, verse 25. Blindness. That word bothers me. Because what if the reason this sounds unfamiliar is not because it's wrong, but because I was never taught to see it? That's a heavy thought. Too heavy to just accept without question, but also too real to ignore. What really gets me is this idea. I will scatter you among the nations, Ezekiel 20. And not just scatter, but lose something in the process. Language, names, memory. That part hits deeper than anything else. Because I don't fully know where I come from. Not really. Not past a certain point. And I've always accepted that as normal. But now I'm wondering, is that normal? Or is that exactly what this is describing? And then there's the part that almost gives me hope. I will take you from among the nations. Ezekiel 36, take you from among them. That sounds like gathering, like restoring, like remembering. And I keep thinking about how many people right now, people like me, are suddenly asking questions we weren't asking before. About identity, about scripture, about history. It's like something is waking up. I don't fully understand it. I don't fully trust it yet either. But I can't deny it's happening. And this line, I can't shake it. In the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. What if that's what this is? Not a conclusion, but the beginning of remembering. I'm not ready to stand up and say, this is 100% true. Not yet. But I'm also not willing to dismiss it anymore. Because something inside me, something quiet but steady, is saying, look closer. Don't be afraid of where this leads. Truth doesn't fall apart under examination. I'm asking, if this is true, does it include the sacrifice of Yahusha on the tree? What about salvation, grace, mercy, and the power of the Spirit? Does it all solidify? So that's where I am. Not convinced, not skeptical enough to walk away, not certain enough to claim it, but curious. And honestly, a little hopeful. Because if this is true, if even part of this is true, then it means my story didn't start where I was told it did. It means there's more to uncover, more to understand, maybe even more to reclaim. So I'll keep reading, I'll keep questioning, I'll keep testing everything against the scriptures themselves, not emotion, not tradition, not what I've always heard, just the word. And wherever that leads, I'll follow. I want to know where my journey beyond black truly leads. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Better yet, why not take the Beyond Black challenge with me? After all, it's about us, for us. See you next time.